Good morning, guys. What's up? You are chilling with Alpha of Alpha, Alpha of Alphas, King of Kings, Coach de Extraordinaire, Hold the Cheese, and just woke up maybe like 2 hours ago, or like an hour and a half ago or something. I've been chilling, just chilling. I watch something. I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I can't piss me off. Next, piss me off, and I have quite a few videos to show you, which I'm gonna do. Boop. I'm gonna shrink it down. Whoops. That was for fucking. Fuck it. Órale, vato. Andele pues. Híjole. No pescando, wey. Uh, create dash channel content. Apparently, I don't have it. Or I do, and it's somewhere else. Anyways, I'm talking about my dun 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 chat. Share. But so I have quite a few videos for you. So real quick, this is viral AI kangaroo fools internet and AI hiring a bot gets sued. So I don't know why it would get sued. It's its own hire. Like there's no reason, not reason, but I don't think there's any company. I've never heard of any. I didn't read that rules part, the getting sued part. So one second, I'm gonna turn off it. But I don't think I've ever heard of. Um, can hold on, I got a better idea. Actually, I got a way better idea. I'm gonna go Chat GPT. I fucking love Chat GPT. When you go to apply at a company, are they allowed to use AI to hire you, or are they required to have a person? Like, is there a law that forbids a person from like using an AI to hire somebody, or do you have to like what's the deal with that? Employers are legally permitted to use artificial intelligence in hiring process, but they must ensure that such use complies with anti-discrimination laws and regulations. There's no federal law that outright prohibits or mandates the use of AI in hiring. However, both federal and state laws impose requirements for. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. While AI can be a valuable tool in the hiring process, it must be responsible and become in compliance with the applicable laws. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So sweet, this fucking idiot has to say.
But she was shocked when her latest interviewer wasn't human.
I think it felt odd. I was caught off guard a couple of times.
Welcome to the interview for the marketing specialist.
Why are you recording it? And who cares if it's an AI?
Position.
A
Why are you
kangaroo,
recording
a job interview, and a glow up. I think it's time to check in and see what
what?
a kangaroo, a job interview, and a glow up. I think it's time to check in and
Okay.
see what AI is doing to our society right now, and this is the perfect week to do.
It's not that AI. It's not that AI will affect our company or our culture or society or whatever. Oh shit. I fucked up my glasses. Hold on a second. It's that people are too stupid to regulate themselves. And there's idiots like you who take that, like that Jordan Peterson debate. You guys are all too stupid to see the bigger picture, and you see that as you winning. And there are corporations who will exploit that because that will eventually be our undoing. Essentially, it's you dumbasses leading the way, thinking you're alphas, and you're taking wrong turns every direction instead of right turns. So, what the? Alrighty then.
Not real. Let me start with
Why am I
this
not-
emotional
why is it not
support
working?
kangaroo. This made international headlines because it was so convincing, including international headlines. This sucked up some stuff to do.
Welcome to the interview for the Marketing Specialist 2 position.
A kangaroo, a job interview, and
Welcome to the interview for the Marketing Specialist 2 position.
Marketing specialist something chat?
A couple of times.
a job interview.
Welcome to the interview.
For the marketing specialist 2 position. So you're not doing anything amazing, first off. Like, no offense to like, those people, but like in reality, you can be replaced by an AI because the task, like playing certain characters in Dota, like yeah, an AI can do it and be really good at it. Fuck, I mean, now doing guess. Sorry, I had fucked up my glasses, so that was not supposed to happen. Okay.
For the Marketing Specialist 2 position.
A couple of
But
times.
it seems like she knows. She knew. Going like this is planned.
Welcome to the
Look at her. She doesn't know what's come. She doesn't know what to expect. This could be the greeting. Hi, thanks for talking to the AI. I'm here to finish the interview, in which matters. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to pass off some parts, but her action tells me she knew. She was looking for a reaction. She got it, and this is all planned and all bullshit. So
interview for the Marketing Specialist
I'm the smartest man alive. I can put 2 and 2 together. I can see this. So
2
you need me, bitch.
position.
A kangaroo.
She seems sick. Start it over. Start it over.
Welcome to the interview for the Marketing
Look at her reaction. Like, she's laughing. Why is she smiling? Why is she smiling?
Specialist.
I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I'd be like, what the hell's going on? But she's laughing and she's smiling. Why? Oh, it's because it's staged and recorded and planned.
2 position.
She
Kangaroo,
Go
a
ahead,
job
go
interview,
ahead.
and a glow up. I think it's time to check in and see what AI is doing to our society right now.
AI isn't doing shit. You dumbasses around AI.
And this is the perfect week to do it because there are several stories that made headlines that is stuff we should be concerned about. At the very least, maybe consider some sort of protections to ensure our society is
Wilson,
not sucked
Wilson,
up
go ahead,
into
go
this
ahead.
world
Come on.
that is not real.
Come on. bring it
Let
on.
me start with this emotional support kangaroo. This made international headlines because it was so convincing.
There's a lot of convincing. So because you guys are stupid at the company, this is what I mean when I say nigger. Like, I'm not putting a negative connotation down. You don't decide my context. I gotta pull up the Bill Burr video again, apparently, you fucking assholes, dude. I'm gonna put on, I'm gonna save it, I think. I'm gonna download it. Bill Burr arguing with a woman. Bill Butt. Yeah, that's right. Bill Burr arguing with a woman.
Never address how women argue, which I think is the core of a lot of that shit.
Okay. Start over. We are going to find it. Not Paul Ryan. No, not you, I said. Okay. So you go. Bob. Bill Burr. Are you with the woman? Alright, Bill Burr. Take it away.
Never address how women argue, which I think is the core of a lot of that shit. You know, and I gotta tell you something, man. Like, I never knew how women argued, but after 20 years of losing every significant battle in a relationship,
And real quick, again, the point is, if you are too stupid to understand what the point is, that's fine. That's okay, as long as it's your ignorance. But if you're trying to talk down to the fact that you're too stupid, that's a problem. And that's what the world is. I'm a leader. I know, even though I don't know, and I have no idea where we're going. I'm trying to guide you. That's how you find out. That's what's happening to America. Is we're being let off a cliff because all of our. That's why the Bible says don't follow false gods. That's what's going on. They may not be gods, so to speak, but that's basically the same idea. Basically, they're telling you, they're guiding you, they're telling you which way to go, they're influencing you, right? Like, essentially, that's what God is. Like, God could be your parents. Basically, like, God was my parents for a while, but when they started turning treacherous and like scam, like, that's when I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, be aware. So, anyways, just know that when Bill Burr is talking about women, he's talking about like the evil, the right, not the right, but the evil and the right. Basically, like, god damn, dude, I gotta pull that up too. All right, that's why I had that paper. Okay, there's people like Paul Ryan, Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Jeff Jordan, Pete Hegseth, RFK Jr., Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Marco Rubio. Right, and again, those are the bad. Those are the bad leaders. Those are false gods. Bad leaders / false gods, right? Not that that's them, like, not because they're gods, but because like they're leaders, right? Influenced. Oops. They influenced people like Trump or Elon Musk. Okay. And what people did is they went ahead, and people who knew the truth and they were afraid of, or people that they would deny, or just things that we should consider that we aren't considering basically, which I could put down as silenced. And it's basically Jeffrey Epstein, COVID, shutdowns, I don't know why I have the word intentional, but moving goalposts. I'll put this higher on the list because I think this is kind of important. So, silence. I'll say Jeffrey Epstein, right? 9/11 could have been an inside job, maybe. I don't know. Not so much that we did it, but they paid somebody to do it, or got somebody pissed off to do it and made them do it. And in that kind of sense, not so much that America did it, but someone in America pissed off someone from like Iraq, for example, or made an Iraq, like, oh, la, 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 suicide bombers, right? This is your chance, this is your chance, this is your opportunity, go for it. And he's like, okay, I will do it, right? And then, yeah, I could see it happening. Because of the people I mentioned before. Again, Paul Ryan, Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Jeff Jordan, Pete Hegseth, RFK Jr., Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Marco Rubio, influenced people like Trump, Elon Musk, and then I'm going to put or above, not apv, but above with the O, not a V, not a P. Okay, or above. So remember the names of Paul Ryan all the way to Marco Rubio, all of them. Like, well, Paul Ryan and Steve Bannon, not so much. But there are some people that are just like RFK Jr. He's fucking stupid, right? And they made him do something he would normally do, and that's why I got the idea that 9/11 maybe wasn't such a thing. It was. Don't get me wrong. It was a thing. But what I'm saying is that maybe it was because of artificial bullshit. And sorry, I got a thing. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, they influenced those people. And again, the 9/11 could have happened, and COVID. Let's see, COVID shutdowns. That's kind of, I think, okay. COVID shutdowns. And I think COVID with shutdowns cause moving goalposts, and the same thing is happening now with what are they called? Trump's doing the tariffs. Taylor, Marjorie. It's Marjorie, and Taylor's her name. Last middle name Green, and then Taylor Green. So Marjorie Taylor Green exploited. What's it called? What the market rather, the stock market. Basically, so remember, Trump announced that he was going to do what he did, right? And chances are, again, someone was whispering in his ear and told him, you know, hey, wouldn't it be a good idea to do this? He said, yeah, it'd be a good idea. That's my idea. I'm going to do that. And then so they did that. And then once everybody pulled and all the money, the cost of the stocks went down, that's people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, again, because they're not looking, Paul Ryan, Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Jim Jordan, Pete Hegseth, RFK Jr., Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Marco Rubio, they all ran in and bought all this land, just like what they did in California after they shut shit down because of the COVID, right? And then moving goalposts and the regulations, right? Once all the land was up and for sale because they couldn't pay for it anymore, uh, they all ran in and bought it. And they're trying to take control of the left by influence. They're forcing it. But the problem is, you may own the land, but I still vote, bitch. That's why it's not fucking working, you dumbasses. But yeah, to a small extent. Oh, to a small extent. So there was this place called oh, that's something else. Never mind. Terrorists. Yeah. Oh, and I was gonna say that they're able to do what they're doing because of exploitation or manipulation, right? Manipulation, like reverse psychology. Oops. Psychology. Pavlov and the drooling dogs, right? So Pavlov and the drooling dogs, like that was the thing. And again, I too would be just as stupid as everybody else. But the thing was, once they pulled that shit, I was smart enough to like fuck that, and I left. Instead of like, oh, I'm gonna do it because I gotta do it, I fucking left. But anyways, um, so and those people, by the way, that went ahead and did it are insecure, they're betas, and that's the people who are educated, right? Because they're willing to bend the knee, basically, and everyone else is not, and then so they make you insecure for not knowing because you didn't bend the knee, and now everyone else is insecure, and this is what they're doing, basically, and they're doing it by feeding people like Luke Beasley, Adam Mockler, Kyle Kalinske, who abuses drugs. I'm just gonna say swallow and then sniff and whatever. Like if you listened to Kyle Kalinske, he hella exploits drugs and he gets high and whatever because he's trying to use it to like pretend to be something he isn't, and that's what happens. As people like him lead the way, and the problem is he's not actually a leader, but he's pretending to be a leader. So when the shit happens, it's not so good, right? That's what happens. And then ego-driven, I call them ego-driven reporter, idiot sellouts, basically. And then I said to a small extent, a Meganzet Press, because I watched the video because he had almost like 500,000 subscribers, and the video had 500,000 views. So I was like, okay, so that's kind of how a channel should be, and if it has real people and not bots, so chances are there's some connection here, right? And that was good. But I watched the video, and the first part, it was dumb. He was stupid. Yeah, sorry. He was stupid. He was exploiting stuff for views, and again, that's not how you do it. It's fine to report, but if you go and throw shit at somebody and then you record them bitching about shit on their chest, that's the problem, right? And again, half of his video was that, but the rest of his video was good content, good quality content, basically, where he's just talking to people. Hey, how you doing? My name is. Your name is. Your business, and they talk about their business. Thank you. Have a great and wonderful day. That's fine, whatever. But the problem is he's baiting people to watch his shit, like he baited me to watch his shit, and that's the problem. The problem with baiting is that what's called you get people to turn to a certain kind of way, basically, or you trick them into being that way, and they end up watching your shit, and then you like most people understand it's trickery. What I'm trying to say is it's trickery. And there are people way worse that will trick you, and once you're there, they're like, hey, tits and ass. And it's like, oh man, don't you want this alpha? Oh, look at him, all of his muscles are 6 pack, he has a big dick. No, understand what the fuck it is. Yeah, and then as a side note, we are like Kyle Kalinske. Don't get me wrong. If you take drugs, cool. But the problem is, can you do what you do without them? That's the question. Can you be you without them? Like me, I can. Without the drugs, I can still be me without them. All they help me with is my leg hurts, my arm hurts, my side hurts, my back hurts, like right above my butt hurts. My foot hurts, my ankle hurts. The calf or the calf is up here. What is it called? I'm gonna actually. 1 second. I'm gonna pull up my best friend real quick. On your leg, you have what's below your knee but above your ankle. What is that part of your foot or your leg called? Send a message to them. Oops, I sent it right. Oh fuck. Damn, I must. What happened? What happened? You know that part of your leg below your foot but above your ankle? What is that called? It must have broke or something. You know that part of your leg below your foot, below your knee. That, by the way, is I am dyslexia. I reverse things all the time. That part of your leg is called the shin. Specifically, the front portion is the shin bone or tibia, which is the larger and stronger of the two bones in the lower leg. The back part of that same region behind the tibia inside the calf, which contains muscle like the gastrocnemius and soleus. So front bone, shin, tibia, back is calf. Okay, so your shin and calf, basically. I forgot what I was talking about. But the point is, the point I was trying to say was, I think I was just talking about pain. That's why I take the pain medication to help me. And like, I feel like right now it hurts on the back of my head. It feels like there's a meat cleaver that somebody just went shot like in the back of my head, and then they get sometimes depending, it feels like they get what's it called, like a mallet or so whatever they like a sledgehammer, and then bam, and they bash it into my neck. That's what it feels like, right? So that's why I take the medication, and it helps. And all I'm taking is Suboxone. And the way I remember that is funny because what's it called? Because I'm how smart, and I've spoken to psychologists, and they try to talk me through stuff, help me through stuff, but I end up helping them, or they're the ones crying at the end of it. It's because I'm hell smart. Or like the doctors offer me lessons, and they're like, oh yeah, I know that one. Oh yeah, that method, yeah, I know that one already. Oh yeah, I know that one just because I figured it out already. And they teach me, like, what about and they flip it to the pages. What about this? I'm like, yeah, I know that one too. It's very rare I go to a doctor and actually impress me or tell me something I don't know. Like, for example, with my sleep doctor, some things I may know, but some things I may be informed of. But anyways, yeah.
Finally figured out how they argued. I'm going to tell you something.
So again, I mentioned that all is because my point was, can you be you without the drugs? I can. I just took mine, and they don't start kicking in for like 20, 30 minutes. It's only literally been like 10 minutes since I took. They aren't even working yet. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just who I am. So my question is, can you be you without the drugs? If so, carry on, my friend. If not, you're fucking up the world with your fake synthetic fucking variation. That's why they have their own farms. That's why they won't take anything. And that's why other companies won't buy our meat, basically, right? Because of all this fucking synthetic bullshit. That's why people are fat. That's why even Cody or the fuck do you call it? Um, Whistling Diesel, like the most one of them, the most famous people in the South, right? He looks like shit now, and the reason why is because he's trying to take muscle building shit, and the problem is, it's making him fat. It's fake. Yeah, he's bulking up, but it's like someone walked in, put the needle into your body, and that's why you're so big. Or you get that one dude that fixes like a cleaner at the gym, and he's like, can I lift that 300 pounds? No, you can't, because you'll be strong. You're too weak, and you may get crushed, and you may die. And it's like, no, I can't, ha 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 ha. It's my first time. In reality, he's actually a professional bodybuilder, or a I'll say bodybuilder slash muscle builder, whatever. But he does it without the fucking bullshit, or he makes it fake and authentic, real content, real ingredients, no artificial bullshit. It's real stuff. So he goes and he's really cut and defined, and he's hella strong, but he's not hella bulky. Like everyone else, like, I'm fucking huge. And okay, how much can you bench? Like 200, 300 pounds. Like, that's it. Me, I'm like half your size, and I could bench that. I can almost bench more, like 400 pounds, 500 pounds. It's not hard. I can't do it often. Like 200 is my optimum. Like it's like when you drive a car, it's the same thing as when you're driving a car. Basically, there is consumption and then distance, and then you verse them. And this is why most cars say 55 is the top speed on the freeway and whatnot. The reason why is because even if you don't know, if you go on the top speed, at least you're saving, the most optimal speed is 55, around 55, somewhere in that region, right? So it burns gas at the least rate for the most distance, basically. So if you really want to conserve, that's how you do it. That's why freeway, you tend to get more mileage than in town where you get less. And because in town, you're constantly stopping and going, constantly going less than 55, right? Whereas on the freeway, you're still losing gas because you're fucking an idiot and you're trying to pull off a 90 the whole time and you wonder why. And it's because your car, like if you listen to the engine, it's overworking, right? But if you're at like 55 or around there, it's humming like, boo. It's because it's optimal, right? That's what it means to like, what's called when you get one bell, it's like doo, or one whatever the fuck they call it, like doo, and this one's doo, right? But the harmony, right? And they're both, and they go, that's because it's harmony. They found a balance, and that's what happens when you put optimal energy into something, and something as good as you find balance, right? And that's why people who want to build muscle can't, because they're fucking idiots and they don't know that. And if you want to build muscle, you need to go harder because your body needs to rise. The bar needs to rise. And it costs you, you got to put more in, or what's called, you need to lift more than you can lift, essentially, as much as you can. And then your body will develop to try to grow with that need, basically. But if I don't need it, then why the fuck do I do that? That's how I grew up, right? It's not because I'm amazing or I'm special. You're an artificial bullshit, and that's why you're wearing makeup, and that's why you're faking who you are, because you're not real, basically. And this is why I don't like date girls with makeup or date girls that fuck around a lot or have sex a lot, because it's fake as fuck. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, you're hella dumb, probably, right? A lot of kids grow up to be they remove their intelligence. They can't read facial expressions and hand gestures and shit. It's because they're fake. They're fake, and they're not putting in the proper things. Look at Cody or Whistling Diesel. The reason why you're big and bulky is because you're injecting yourself with fucking fat. You fucking retard. Like, fucking do the math, bitch. Like, literally, you may be able to kick my ass, but I'm not Charlie. Motherfucker, shoot you in the head, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Come at me, bitch. Like, intellectually, I'm the shit. I am the alpha. I am what's it called? Alpha of Alpha, Alpha of Alphas, King of Kings, Coach Extraordinaire of the Legacy, and Hold the Cheese, by the way. So, as dope as I am, blah, blah, blah. But the reason why I'm all that is because I'm real. I'm the only person real enough. And I've faced the world since I was 7. Since when I woke up, I was, oh, it's reality. I was 7 years old, basically. When like I tuned in essentially, but tuned in to what, right? Because the world is lit. You gotta be careful with what you tune into. There's some people who tune in and they tune in to sex, right? They tune into video games, which is what I did. But I had good games, basically. And this is why I say have good games. If you play a game where all it is you're trying to find what's it called? If all it is you're doing random shit, like, oh, that's how it is, like, okay, it's just memory, like remembering a sequence and figure out a sequence, and there's no hints or whatever. You just gotta remember, like, oh, there's a wall, shoot you there, so you jump over it, and you get shot again. I'll just shoot you there. It shoots you there. Is what I'm saying. It will shoot you there, so you jump over it or you avoid it, right? But that's not actually learning, or there's no like, you know what I'm saying? It's not pushing back. It's just you learning, which makes you into a soldier, essentially, for Hitler. Makes you into a Nazi, right? Whereas if you're a good soldier, you'll do things that's like, okay, so if I walk up here and do dun, 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 you're like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Okay, next one. Alright, so I gotta walk up and do that, and I step over here. There's a thing there. Ooh, oh, whoa, it's good that I seen that, because that almost killed me. But I avoided it because I saw it. You know what I'm saying? There's something pushing back, but in a way where you actually get a chance to like pick it up and you learn it, right? And this is like like I used to solve things like Sherlock Holmes, for example. It's like trying to reason, like you can reason through things, but there's no reason in some games. Sometimes it just fucking happens because it happens. You just remember it because you remember it. But if you're playing games like that, get rid of them, throw them out. Your kid's fucking drinking poison, stupid ass. Like, it's bad. And you wonder why Trump won or why Hitler took over. It's because everyone was like that. That's what authoritarianism is. That's what soldiers is. And the thing was, we would have failed too if we didn't have the red, white, and blue. Basically, if we didn't have the 50 stars, right? If America was not America, we would have fell. That's what they're trying to break apart the Constitution. That's what kept us alive, basically, and it kept us able to stand up. And the reason why is because of the red is very religious. Even if you're not, you have to understand, you're just a voter. You just put people in charge, but what they say goes. And most of them are fake, and because of what I said, go back again. It's the circle of life. I recognize the pattern because I'm smart, and that's what I do. And again, these games are absent of patterns, so you can't become smart. But anyways, Paul Ryan, Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Jim Jordan, Pete Hegseth, RFK Jr., Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Marco Rubio, right? They are influencers, just like you on stream or media or whatever, and they're paying for the audience. They're paying you for your audience, and they want to tell them something. And they're using you to do it, and Trump is one of them. Elon Musk is another one, basically. And one of the people I mentioned before, it might be them too. They have people like Paul Ryan at the very top, or Steve Bannon and Paul Ryan. I don't know what the hell I said. I think Steve Bannon and Paul Ryan. They're at the top, and they're kind of guiding everybody else, possibly, or they're all working together to make decisions, and they're running as like a shadow government or a shadow dictatorship, basically, right? And that's what they're trying to enforce, and it tried to cross into the blue states, and they were all like in front of it, like, dun, dun, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, look at me, dun, dun, dun. And then when they crossed into the blue side and no one worshipped God, and then suddenly like he's like, oh fuck, I'm like, Steven's like, what the fuck? And then there's a fucking Karen that's like, what do you want? Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why America's great. Not because Karens are great, but because we have a difference of opinion. We have freedom of expression. That's what makes America America. That's why you have red, white. That white is that freedom, do what you want, and blue. And that's what separates us, you motherfucker, right? And again, the stars are just the states. So there's 50 stars, there's 50 states, right? And that's what's going on. That's what it is. And they want, oh, I want Canada, I want Greenland, I want land. The reason why is because they're fucking Hitler bitches. And they want stuff because they want more money, more people to fucking turn to farmland and farm them. Basically, that's what they want. More of your daughters, more of your sons, more of your fucking hours of your life to put money into their pockets. That's what they want. Right? They want that $400 million boat from Qatar. It's actually an airplane, but it looks like a fucking boat. It's basically a boat. Right? That's what they want. That's what's going on. And again, they're using this tactic they're showing you.
I'm starting to turn this franchise around. I have begun a winning tradition. This is how they argue, as far as I can tell. All right? If they're right, they argue the point. And they stay on point and make sure you stay on point until you're down on your knees, apologizing, begging for forgiveness. All right? No problem with that. Totally respect it.
Mm-hmm. That's true. 100% true. That is 100% true. Sorry, I'm live. We have an idiot that's like, oh, my headphones don't work. Do you mind getting framed and scammed? That's basically what they're saying. But again, because I'm smart and able to put two and two together, I'm like, no. That's what it is right there, by the way. But the reason why you see that, by the way, is because I'm trying to divide. I realized it was a bad thing to have chat as well as the Bill Burr thing, because I need to be able to read chat and to respond to you if you're here, but I'm being held back by the rich, of course, and I'm sending a message that they don't want me to tell you guys, and they're trying to hold me back, and then people who turn you into monkeys are promoted, and you all become monkeys as a result, because again, they're buying your influence. They're not buying you, they're buying your influence. And again, to go back to my paper, whereas we have people that are idiots like Luke Beasley, Adam Mocker, Kyle Kalinske, possibly Trump, possibly Elon Musk, right? Forced into a situation where you better play ball or we'll do this. And so he's like, okay. And Trump, like, he's just an idiot. So it's like, if you do that, you'll win. He's like, okay, right? And Luke Beasley's an idiot too. Okay. Adam Mockler is an idiot too. Okay. And Kyle Kalinske an idiot as well, but he's probably way more than everybody else. And again, they're ego-driven idiots. They're more about themselves than the facts. Like, you're not a reporter at this point. You're more about glamour and shit. That's looking for. Look at me. I just rolled out of bed. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, bitch. Like, go away. Go and fucking do whatever the fuck you want. I'm like school. Go ahead, cheat. But you're the one paying for it, not me. I don't give a fuck. Take your money. Walk away. I don't care if I get paid. I'm living my life. Fuck you, dude. I'll do fucking something else. Like, I'll get rich by a company paying me. Like, fuck you. I don't need your money. If you want to give me money, cool. That's great. Lovely. And as far as noticing you, it's free. It's free, but you should give me money because I'm helping you lead the fucking way. I'm showing you the truth, basically, and it's not my fault you don't want to hear it. That's just you've been programmed, and the problem is that's not good. So, anyways, continue, Bill Burr. What you're saying is fire, and people don't know it. Even you don't know it. So,
but here's the thing: if they're wrong, they go rogue.
Oh, so before that, let me go back.
Sure, you stay on. All right, if they're right, they argue the point. And they stay on point and make sure you stay on point until you're down on your knees, apologizing, begging for forgiveness. All right? No problem with that. Totally respect it.
Okay. If you look at the government, that's exactly what they're doing. Problem is, they don't really have anything to stand on, but they will try. For example, what's it called? President, the fuck is his name? It's not that I don't remember his name. I mean, his name, everybody knows his name, but I had brain surgery, so I have some trouble sometimes. The African dude, Obama, right? Obama. everyone still talks about his suit. That's why they stay on topic. And then we go to Biden and then Hunter Biden, right? We still talk about that bullshit. And then Hillary Clinton and her emails and fucking all that bullshit. That's basically what's going on. That's why they stay on point and they never let it go. Because that's what they're doing. And continue on to the next part, Bill Burr, because again, this is fire.
But here's the thing. If they're wrong, they go rogue. They go off-road. They start thinking of shit you're sensitive about. Maybe you don't get along with your dad.
No, there's transsexuals. Oh, look at that. There's immigration. Oh, there's something else. Oh, pay attention to that stuff over here. Oh, what's this? Look at this. Da, 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 da. But again, the second you're talking about something that makes me look good, now we stay on point. And no, look at Obama in the suit, or how dare you disrespectful, restrict the court. And meanwhile, when Trump's president, fuck the court. La, do whatever you want. If you want to show up naked, go ahead, fuck it, fuck the court. Court's a joke, it's fucking stupid. Lose the cuffs, fuck it. And it's been going on for a while. Basically, it's for a long time. The red kids, like ever since the first Bush, not the second, the first Bush around 9/11. Again, that's why I say it was an inside job, as far as they arranged for it, as in they kind of enabled it. They led them into doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like they baited him and gave them the opportunity to do it, and they did it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like, oh, like I did it because I told them A equals B. No, it's hey, here's the bait, and then after you get to this point, it's all about the nose. Because again, how are you supposed to point that out? How are you supposed to be like, hey, he did that? You gotta use your brain. Guess you guys don't have a brain. Why? Because they don't want you to.
And in their head, they just start concocting this evil statement. Totally designed, this desperate Hail Mary attempt to make you so fucking mad, you just call him a cunt. That's what it is.
Yeah. Again, like, it's hard to reference. I'm trying to think. But in the courts, because you're not allowed to really, like, be rude, but they'll tell you, like, if you look, like, people have been noticing, and I think, I forgot his name. But basically, the Speaker of the House, was like, order in the court, because one of the Democrats is talking, and he's like, don't say things, and then that Democrat's like, it's funny, because when I say things, it's not okay. Or we both say things, but when I say things, it's not okay, and when he says things, it's okay. That's what that is, basically. I'm sticking the point, because like when you have the ball, I'm really watching you. Fuck you. The second you fucking up. But the problem with the right is, oh, whatever, fuck it. Oh, look at that! You accidentally killed that baby. Whatever, man. A $400,000 fucking boat plane. Okay, whatever. But meanwhile, that's what's going on. And you're all fucking stupid. You don't pay attention.
And cunt trumps all the bullshit they did to start the argument. Now it's not about that. Well, that's no reason to call me a cunt. And then that's it. You're in this room now, right? My girl knows my big thing is, my big fear in life is to be that
And
dude.
then that's fine. You can talk about yourself and blah blah blah. But I'm not hearing. I don't care. Shut up. Don't pull a fucking like you're a comedian and you put on a show. It's okay to do it because you're a comedian. You're not a reporter. But we have dumbasses like Luke Beasley, Adam Moncler, and Kyle Klinsky who claim to be reporters, but they talk about themselves like we give a fuck about them. And the problem is, some of you listen and you do give a fuck, which is which makes them. Oh, look at me! Like I was telling this one girl, I'm like you keep giving me signals, and she keeps telling me, I'm not giving you signals. I'm like, dude, I had my finger inside you. How is that not a fucking signal, you stupid bitch? Like, are you that dumb? And she was. That's why I didn't fucking give her, right? But that's why we broke up, basically. She's a fucking hoe. She's a hoe. She's been shaving her vagina, hoping that I would fucking take the cake, basically. I told her, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. Basically. Like, there's been, like, every fucking girl I've ever been with, she was the initiator. And the reason why is because I'm more reserved. And unless you earn me, I'm not going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Unless like I'm calculating. Whoa, like for example, if I was talking to Chibi, yeah, chances are I would try to initiate. I try to kiss her because she's pretty smart. I kind of like her, right? There's another girl that I forgot her name, but she was pretty smart. I kind of like her. But most of these dumb bitches online, no, fuck you, bitch. Go away. Take your fucking slut ass out of here. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't fucking care about you. Right? But that's what it is. And they don't want you to be real. They want you to be synthetic and bullshit. They want you to take this fake crap. It's not about the same thing. All it is killing you. Meanwhile, they're fucking rolling around in a fucking pile of money because you fucking dumbasses let them. Because you're fucking stupid. Like this fucking idiot that I'm showing you making a video about. Or I was until I had to explain something. But yeah, or is it a viral AI? Boom. Like that, yeah. Right, he's a dumbass. He thinks he's smart. He thinks he's better. He thinks he's amazing. He thinks he steps up. He thinks he's aware. He thinks he can fucking lead, and he can't. And the reason why I'm able to do all that shit is because that's what rappers are good. But the problem is, like, it's so easy to fake. That's why it's not good. And the reason why people recognized it is because it got so, like, what's called denied, basically, that the only people that were there were people who truly loved it, basically. And once that happened, once it became only people who truly loved it, that's when people noticed it. But the problem was, after a while, you started getting so many fakers that tricked you into liking it because they want your money. Oh, look at that thing's popping off. I want to be an alpha of that thing. Even though I know nothing about it, I want the money, but I want the responsibility. Sound familiar? That's half our government right now. That's my fucking, all my bosses. That's all your bosses, and blah, blah, blah. It's people who want the money but don't want the work. That's what it is. And we have idiots. I told you before that. I don't say it again. Fuck it. Luke Beasley, Adam Mockler, Kyle Kalinske, potentially Elon Musk, and Trump. Basically, they are pretending to do something because they want the glamour, they want the money, they want the power, but they don't want the responsibilities. You understand? That's why Kyle Kalinske has bleached hair. That's why Adam Mockler as I was talking about something else, the same thing with Luke Beasley. Look at this, look at this, look at that, look at that. It's like, who gives a fuck about your life, kid? You're a reporter, report. Shut the fuck up. But no, talk about this. Go ahead, fucking dumbass, cow.
Including, I have to say, briefly, even I was fooled as I was quickly scrolling through social media. Once I stopped and watched it closely and listened to it, you could tell it's not real. But I think it's worth just sharing this and getting your thoughts in the comments below. If you're worried.
Again, it's not that AI is getting smarter. It's that you are getting stupider. That's the problem. That's why I can see it for what it is, and you can't. That's why once upon a time, I think it was Iraq, gave a citizenship to an AI because they bought it and they tricked you, and that's what they're trying to do to you now. It's the same thing, just now it's Africa. I'm sorry, America rather. I'm treating America like Africa. Africa is still a homeland, bitch. It's so good. It's so dope, yeah.
Worried about these sorts of videos fooling millions of people.
Right. But the thing is, you're tricked by music, you're tricked by videos, you're tricked by they're lip syncing, they're not they're performing. For example, most of the big hair bands they performed a song in a studio, and it sounds great, but they can't do it live. But you have bands like Disturbed or Korn or fucking things like that. They performed it and it's real and it's authentic, and you can actually they will fuck up and it's fine, it's whatever. Like, we know you're performing, it's on a studio, like it's okay if you fuck up because we don't expect that. But we got to be so fake as a community that if you fucked up, everyone would be like, oh, fuck this guy. And because they were looking for perfection, and that's why most relationships fail these days, because they're looking for perfection and they can't find perfection. Me, I'm just looking for a girl who's not a hoe, and that's impossible for me. But yeah.
So first, I'll play with the audio off, since I think there's a big difference when it's on. But two people arguing. This lady wants to get her emotional support kangaroo on the airplane who's just really cute there, innocently holding the boarding pass. All right, let me now get the audio on, and it's a big difference.
10岁跟老三的嘞，我想他始终啊，我对吧？哎，我说的，我就哎呀，真大福，我那个哎那一场。
I don't know what it says about people that listened to this and thought it was real, because I think once you hear it, you can tell this isn't real, but it's almost bordering on discriminatory against Australians
I don't know what you're talking about.
for how overtly like Aussie it sounds while not actually saying anything, just a bunch of gibberish, which you could argue.
Right, you didn't preset the audience, so we don't know what the fuck. The context wasn't laid out, and this is why you need alphas like myself, and this is why you need root, because you'll follow bullshit off a cliff. You'll get exploited into a dictatorship. Whereas me, I actually have grassroots and fundamental foundation, and I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. So at the end of the day,